Hey everyone, and welcome back to BMX News, a weekly BMX news show that I do live every Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I talk about everything that happened in the previous week in the world of BMX that I think you guys might care about. With that being said, holy crap, there's 19 people in here from the jump. Shout out to everybody in here watching and everyone in the chat. There are more members in the chat right now than there are people who aren't, and that is crazy. I appreciate everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We got BMX Rad Dad Travis in the chat, Kevin Jackson, Rex BMX, the Kravinsky fam with a 99-cent cake sticker thingy mabob. Not sure what that is. I just realized that my background is frozen. We're gonna have to update that. JR Hobbs in the chat, Adam Ortiz gifting a membership, thank you. And Dennis20 has a membership now. Zenki TV, he is here. DFLJ, Jeff Mead in the chat. Sad that he's not here, but I'm glad that he's here, but not here. Bummer. Timothy Magalus, who else is here? Kevin Zuba, Ethan Clay, Jason Jameson, 40 Cruz, and Rex BMX, if I didn't say it already. Holy crap, 30 people. Hi, thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna update my background. That's not it, because the screen is frozen. Move it back to the correct display, and we're in. Let's go. So, we're here to talk about the news, and the first thing that I saw that I want to talk about, this feels like might be big news, I don't know, is a video with Chase Hawk not wearing Etnies on his feet. So this was first brought to attention by early 2000s BMX, where they just made a post showing that he had these shoes on, asking if he was off of Etnies, and he very well could be, because if we take a look at his profile, there is no more Etnies tag at all. So that's interesting. And holy crap, the Karinsky fam with the freaking 10 gifted. Thank you for that. That's awesome. Now we got 10 people. If you guys want to be in the members only Discord group, shoot me a message on Instagram and we'll get you the link. But yeah, it's not in his bio anymore. Etnies was recently sold, I think. And with that, apparently something's going on. I don't know if it's that Chase just found a different sponsor in New Balance or what's going on. Everything is speculation at this point, but he's not wearing Etnies in this video. That's pretty much what you could bring it down to, is he's just not wearing Etnies right now in this clip. So what it means, we don't know. Not going to speculate, but there it is. Now, speaking of shoes, I noticed sometime this week, and I don't even know how I stumbled upon it, but the IPath Instagram page says, where is it at? Is it in this? Coming fall 2024, and that was posted 39 weeks ago. So I have no idea how I stumbled on this, but then I saw some more posts here. The Grasshopper, I know that this is a shoe people know. It will be available, and many others, late summer 2024. So in stores late summer 2024. This seems to be a skateboarding company, obviously, but I thought it was really interesting, and I only knew about this company, I think, because I had a pair of these that I never wore but gave to one of my friends, and he really liked them. So yeah, they've got a couple posts here. That means all you people out there who see something new and immediately go and DM them asking for sponsorship, this is your cue you can get in early before the first BMX rider posts wearing these shoes, and then you can hit them up and, you know, try and get some free shoes out of it. This would be your time to do that. But looks like people are getting some shoes. And honestly, like, they don't look that bad. I want to see the bottom of it, but they look like a decent riding shoe. I mean, this definitely looks durable. And I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. It's triple stitched, which is awesome. It looks like there is stitching inside the outsole here, which is always better than when it's not there. So let's see. Is there an exact date? We're all awaiting deliveries. Zoomies aired some and we'll probably have online end of this month. That was yesterday. So yeah, IPath is back. Get your sponsorship applications in because it's happening. Ooh, let's check this out. Factory. Oh, look at that. Whoa. That's pretty cool. Wonder what part of the process this is. Oh, well, I guess that's all we got. But that was pretty sweet. I don't know. And look at the shoe. The shoe looks good. All right, we'll see. Established 1999. Follow your path. DM for retailer, distributor, and BMX sponsor vulture opportunities. Anyways, continue. Next, something I thought was worth highlighting was a post by The Bloom. I saw this on Instagram and was curious about it because I didn't really notice yet because this was posted on the day of like the blackout thing that it is about. But there's something here. Says, you may have noticed that all of a sudden your favorite Olympic athletes have been putting out thank you messages with tags to each of their sponsors yesterday. This isn't just to be thankful, but actually there's a bylaw in the Olympic charter that's having these riders make this post now, and it's called Rule 40. So we see Charlotte's post here. Nikita made one as well. But what does that mean? And that's what I was curious about, because I'm like, what? I don't understand. During the games period, which begins yesterday, July 18th, until August 13th, all competitors, coaches, trainers, and officials participating in the Olympic Games cannot promote their personal sponsors. This means no sharing ads, paid marketing, or promoting any third party. You'll notice as well that helmets, bikes, and uniforms are free of any non-endemic stickers or logos, with the only exception being the makers themselves. For example, you don't need to cover the Vans logo on your Vans shoes, similar bike parts, the original stickers or company that made them. With this rule, athletes may provide one single thank you message to each of their personal sponsors. They can post this single thank you on multiple platforms, but it has to happen all at once and has to be identical. This is like weird. Holy crap, the entire chat is just members except for one person right now, which shout out to Brody up in Canada. I hope you're doing well, man. So there's a lot of don'ts to do with this. And I'm going to be honest, I don't fully understand. But let's see, what else? Just for funsies, a personal sponsor can't even congratulate their athlete at the Olympic Games during the Games period. Only Olympic partners can engage in congratulatory advertising, and before and after the Games period, non-Olympic partners can engage in congratulatory advertising in support of their contracted athletes without using any Olympic properties. It's so weird. I don't know. It seems crazy. All right, here's a why. During the Olympics, Rule 40 acts as sort of a blackout period that allows the Olympic marketing program to fulfill its exclusive rights offering with its advertisers, including granting the exclusive rights associated with the Olympics. Basically, from my understanding, not mine, but Beatrice at the Bloom, the Olympics is ensuring that their sponsors get shine time and not non-Olympic sponsors. So what I'm seeing with this is like, if the Olympics doesn't pay the athletes, but they're also forcing the athletes to not be able to promote non-Olympic sponsors. It's basically a rule so the Olympics can make more money or focus their money-making efforts to make money. But it does say here, which doesn't really compute in my head, in their document, the funding in which the Olympics gain during this blackout period goes towards the funding of all national Olympic teams, regardless of the individual profile, commercial, or sporting success of the athlete. So like that makes it seem like the Olympics funds people, but it was my understanding that the Olympics doesn't pay any of the athletes. So I think there's just a crap load of confusion here, and I'm just whatever. I don't understand it. Not going to pretend to. I'm just going to enjoy the Olympics. I thought some people might find it interesting at the very least. So now we get into the videos from this week, starting with the shortest, and the last one will be the longest video. The first is a hype video with Logan Martin for his road to the Paris Olympics 2024. And this was a cool video, just hyping Logan Martin up. It felt like what would play before like a UFC fight. It just didn't have any talking from Logan. And if there was anything that we could do in BMX to try and go further in things, it would just be to copy what the UFC does, because they are the single greatest marketing and promotional like body out there. The way that they hype everything up leading into events, and then before the fights happen, they're playing hype videos, training, showing training, and the riders, the fighters talking about each other and their preparation and what they're going to do and all of that. If we could have like BMX before contests, and I guess X Games kind of does do that, where they show a rider and the riders talking. If we could have more of that, it'd be cool. Let's see. So that's that video. Next, Merit BMX CDBMX. The Merit squad, or some of them, went to Mexico City. Dan Crook, Billy Perry, Jack Hinnicky went down there and made a good video. The music was a little funky, but it was a fun watch regardless. You're saying we need wrestler entrances? Get OFG on this. Yeah, where are you at, OFG? Nate, I will answer that question in the Q&A portion of the news, which happens after I go through this URL tab list, so we can talk about everything and then answer questions. So if you guys have any questions, look, New Balances on somebody's feet. That looks like Billy Perry. Billy Perry wears New Balances. New Balance BMX team. Interesting. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but could be, should be. BMX cage matches coming soon. Yeah, can we just get the people with beef in BMX to have boxing matches? Not even boxing. Don't give them gloves. They don't deserve gloves whenever they're little babies towards each other. Just make them fight with bare knuckles. Maybe people would stop talking crap if that happened. But we now move on to Isan Bogosian Keep It Down section from the video that Diego Bravo made. This was uploaded to the Fit YouTube channel. This is a good video where Isan definitely uses a lot of like uniqueness to the obstacles. He definitely uses everything he's riding in a unique way. And there's also some really burly stuff. So he's very technical. And then there's a couple points in the video where he takes that tech to a really burly setup. But it was a good video. So moving on from there, we have another section from the same video. This one was uploaded to Sunday's channel, which I think is pretty cool that riders affiliated with companies are able to upload the section for that rider to their channel. I don't know if that's something that Diego did or had something to do with his idea. Whoever's idea it was or is, it's a really good one. So Chris Speedy G Gonzalez, his section is up on Sunday's channel. This was a good one as well. We have one that I haven't watched yet because I am going to react to this video. I did last year's Clint Miller birthday edit, and I want to react to his 50th birthday edit. Clint puts a lot of effort and time and thought into these videos. And the fact that he's 50 making a real deal edit is so sick to see. And look at this. He's got 39 through 50 birthday edits or birthday sessions. And I'm going to go ahead and instead of having just the link to his video, I'm going to link to this page on BMX Union. So if you guys wanted to, you could go and watch all of them. It's pretty cool though. Clint Miller is, we say he's a Titan. Jeff, does Clint qualify as a Titan? I think he does. Then we have Mason Ritter's Can You Film This section from GT's full-length video from 2022. For some reason, I thought all of these were online, but I guess not. And I don't think that I watched this one yet, but man, it is awesome to see how well-rounded Mason Ritter is in a dedicated spot. You know, we see a lot of stuff that he posts and you can just tell he's well-rounded, but to see it all in one place is awesome. Like Mason can go and do a super technical lip trick. Then he'll go and do a saran wrap to Superman seat grab or something crazy like that. And there is one clip in here that we need to see in another angle, slow-mo, something. This clip needs to get posted somewhere else because it has to be one of the craziest combos I've genuinely ever seen. I don't know if anyone else has ever done this, will ever do this, or could do this. So check this out. I'm going full screen to show this because it is crazy and we have to play it in 0.25 speed. Watch this. Watch his feet. So he's taking both feet off and saran wrapping with his right foot, then kind of no foot canning a little bit, then going no footer, but then saran wrapping with his left hand and foot. He did both no footed saran wraps in the same damn jump, man. That is crazy. And watch it in real time. It's just like a 2-second blip in this video where you can't even comprehend what happened just watching it once. It is like one of the craziest things I've ever seen. And Mason, I don't know if you'll see this or not, or if somebody will send you the clip of this, but please tell me there's another angle on this and that you could post both of them slowed down on Instagram so people can see it, because that is mind-blowing and it happens so fast and it's from an angle that I feel like you really can't appreciate that well. Looks like there is another angle. I mean, is that somebody filming right there? Watch their arm. It looks like they're following him with their arm. I hope so. Maybe he did post it and we didn't see it, but that is the craziest thing. So yeah, Mason Ritter, he is amazing. Next, we have coverage of the so-called Compound this year's jam. And I think this might have been like the first jam that Dink Jeremy had at this place. Amazing spot. He puts a lot of work into it, so it's cool to see this. JR, my brain hurts, right? It's insane. Next up, we've got Mickey Fleck. How many lives you got? I feel like Mickey is doing what Felix Prangenberg was doing last year, in that he's just coming out with long, amazing videos every single month. So good. Caleb, what's the poll of the week? I'm ready. I've got it ready to type here. There's a lot of amazing riding in this, and if there's anyone in BMX who rides purely with passion, it's this. It's Mickey. So good. Now let's move into the interviews. No. This wasn't interview stuff. I put it at the end of the videos because it felt like it went there. But this, oh, here we go. We got to get Caleb's poll real quick. Pedals. Metal, plastic, plastic with metal pins, or clipless. Why is it called clipless whenever they're clips? I don't know. There you go. Polls up. Hit it if you want to. But this video is called Pre-Flight, a short story with Dennis Anderson and Chad Curley, part 1. So this is like a long form version of all of the stuff that you saw in kind of the intro to the video that came out from Haro. At least I think that's what it was from what I remember of that video, but more of a long form version, like I said, with Dennis Anderson and Chad Curley. Let's just read the description real quick because I didn't get to watch the whole thing. This gives more insight into what they get into off the bike and what it's like going on the road, as they are both dads now. But there's definitely a bunch of B-roll, crashes, second angles, and more from the riding side of the trip. This is part 1, so expect more coming soon as well. The first 2 days in Portland with a couple of the best to ever do it on a BMX. Chad and Dennis had a trip for Haro to promote their complete bike range, and I was lucky enough to document these two in the streets. A story produced by Josh Rosengreen and directed by myself. So yeah, behind the scenes of their trip to Portland for Haro. Anyways, because they didn't have toe straps, which used to be called clips before clipless. Interesting. Anyways, we get into the interview stuff from this week. Jacob Cable has a 2024 bike check. This not short but not long version of it. 5 minutes. Learn what Jacob's riding on his bike. That paint job on that frame looks pretty sweet. But you can see the parts list and all that and watch the video. Then we've got Kevin Peraza and his 2024 bike check with Source. Learn what he's riding on his bike, and this one is almost 14 minutes long. Good video, I'm sure. Next, Back When, episode 1, The Bus. So this is made by Kenny Horton and Latine Coghill. And the first episode of this kind of look back into history in a focused way is with Mikey Askew's adventures in the summer of 2023. This is a really, really good video, and it kind of gives you the vibes of like the Jimmy Levan documentary. You can see right here. Turn that off. There's lots of B-roll, and you've got interviews with people, interviews in different settings. The man himself, as well as Latine here and several other people talking through the memories of this with all of the footage gathered into one place. And I think this is an amazing idea. Every single scene in BMX should have somebody doing stuff like this for notable things that have happened in the history, just so people can fully admire and appreciate the things that happened. Because I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't even sure who this was at first. Then you see dude jumped over a bus, backflip. There's a lot of crazy stuff. What happened? Did my camera freeze or something? It's looking good on my end, but I heard a noise. Anyways, really cool. Next up, Factory Friday from S&M, MD Chrome Home. So this is kind of a behind the scenes look at the chroming process, where they had the forks and these frames done. And it's cool because Moeller talks through the entire process in the actual place where they do it. And it's not a short video, so you get a lot of insight. But then he also says in it that they could definitely make a much longer video of the process. And then you get some close-ups and detailed looks at the chrome Mad Dog frame, as well as the pitchfork. that I think is probably already sold out. But then you get some insight into some new fit stuff that's coming soon. Lots of good stuff. Next, X Games Forum, Champions of Change, Women Driving Innovation and Progression in Sports. So Hannah Roberts is here. And I think I saw a clip from this, unless it was a clip from something else, but I thought this was cool to include. Nice insight here. Champions of Change focuses on female athletes pushing for progression in action sports, both on and off the board/bike. With female athletes and sports industry leaders, this panel will discuss how to continue the surge behind women's sports worldwide, forge personal connections between female athletes, and explore the elements needed for exposure, progression, and growth of women's action sports. So it's hosted by Kristen Beat, Thayer, that last name, EVP, not sure what that means, Hannah Roberts, BMX Olympic medalist, Sherry Cohen, Chief Revenue Officer of the World Surf League, and Vicky Golden, 4 times X Games FMX medalist. So then we get to the Unclicked podcast with Denham Cox. Haven't had a chance to listen, but Denham is one of a kind. On and off the bike, the dude is just awesome. So take a look, have a listen, check it out. And I need to bring up, let's see. We're going to bring up the IPath account because IPath is back. And now we'll get into the Q&A portion of the video where if you guys have any questions, you can leave them in the chat and I will go back through and read them after I talk a little bit about Time BMX, because I wanted to talk about the events that are going on in the month of July. There's only 12 days left of July, but there's a lot of events going on. So if you want to see what's going on and potentially go to something, pay attention. So Time BMX is an app where people have profiles. Here's Cole Volkers, hasn't posted anything yet, but you have a profile where you can post videos, and then there's skate parks in the app. So tons of different skate parks. If we zoom in here or zoom out here, you can see Australia and how many skate parks and bike shops and everything are there all over the world, showing different skate parks. I see, we zoom in right here. Boom, boom, boom. Right here. My favorite skate park and place in the world. Worcester Skate Park. If I can get it to pop up here. Whatever, it's there. So check it out. You can see the map and all the different skate parks around, as well as an events tab where you can not only submit your own events, but also see everything around. So you could submit and look at all these. I can't skip to next without typing things in, but it's pretty sweet. Then if we wanted to look at the events that are going on, I'm going to sort by freestyle just because it's mainly freestyle focused news show. Shout out to the fact that there's 37 people in here. I love that. Thank you for being here. But coming up this weekend, we have a lot of events because tomorrow is BMX Day, 720. There will be lots of 720s going down tomorrow. Hopefully we see one at the Apple Creek Trail Jam, which is happening tomorrow. Our weather is perfect for tomorrow, so I cannot wait. The trails are perfect. The weather is perfect. I can't wait. It's going to be such a good day. So if you're in the area, even remotely, come out for the jam. But other events going on. There's a BMX Day Jam going down in Pearl City, Hawaii. Northern California Jam in Benicia, California. Auckland, New Zealand is having an AK Crew International BMX Day event. The Don't Be a Beach Jam, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Monster Energy Cash Up in San Diego. The Ohio BMX Trail Series Apple Creek Trail Jam is going down tomorrow. If you need the location, hit me up. I can help you out with that. Then we've got Radshare BMX Day Jam going down at a new skate park in Virginia. I don't know. Yeah, the picture shows part of the skate park. Then BMX Day in Chile. MSSA BMX Day Jam going down in Malta. Thai Guard session in Oregon. On Point BMX in Kansas City, Missouri. OPBMX. BMX Day in the Philippines, Barcelona, Spain, the Cut BMX Day Jam, then Goat Head Bike and Skate Shop grand opening in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Their event is going down. So there is a ton of stuff going on. How many events is that just tomorrow? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 events just in the app. There's a whole bunch more going on as well. There's the Strong Arm Jam in Louisville, Kentucky next Saturday. The Back for More Tour stop number 1 is happening in Washington next Saturday. This is the Time BMX app, Ethan Clay. Then we have Dirty South BMX contest going down in Germany, followed by the Olympics going down at the end of the month. So there's 2 different times to pay attention to. On, let's see. Well, why is that saying that's not local time, right? Can't be local time. Either way, the 31st of July is when the finals is going down for Freestyle BMX. And just so I make sure I have this right, Freestyle BMX Olympics 2024, because I want to make sure if anything changed that we let you guys know. Oh, let's see. Women's Park, 31st. Oh, did it change? Because it says 7:10 now. Interesting. So we may have to pay attention here because there very well could be some changes going on. It was going to be in the middle of the day, but it looks like it may have changed at this point because it says 7:10 and 8:44. And that is my time. I have it set to my time there. So let's hope that there is some clarification going on. It says my time, 7:10. Paris time, 13:10. Nope. That is wrong, right? What time is 13:10 in EST? Oops. Does anybody know what's going on? I have no idea. My phone doesn't understand. Well, either way, I will keep you guys updated. Stay tuned. Just stay tuned. With that, that was the last event of the month. So we can go into the Q&A area. Don't forget Huff Jam Ground Whip on YouTube has some great coverage from last weekend. Well, there you go. Ground Whip on YouTube coverage of Huff Jam. Any questions? Any questions? You can't subscribe from an iPhone. That's weird. Seems like a cult. Let's see. A day after, do they win money for the Olympics or get a salary? So as far as I was aware, this was down to the teams. So like USA Cycling has their team, the Team USA for freestyle BMX. And depending upon the tier that a rider was in, they could get different levels of support. And I think it's just dependent on the country and their organization, or however stuff is laid out there, depending on if people get paid. But I didn't think anyone got paid from the Olympics. Do Olympic athletes get paid? So here's what it says. How the Olympic finances work. Olympic athletes don't get paid directly. The IOC gives 90% of its income, which totaled $7.6 billion, to national Olympic committees and international sports federations. So they're not getting paid directly from the Olympics, but something's going on there. Let's see. A lot of riders in Austin have been rocking New Balances. Interesting. Adam Ortiz says he's going to try the Walmart Airwalks for $20. Love to hear that. Thank you, Huck, for the membership, says Sinister Bio. Yes, thank you, Karinsky family, for 10 gifted members. Adam Ortiz for 1. Super appreciate that. Where's the poll at? So 33 votes, 30% metal, 42% plastic, 24% plastic with metal pins, and 3% clipless. So 3% of people ride clipless as a joke on their BMX bike. What else we got here? Clipless is because they don't have the old style toe clips. Gotcha. Morty said being a dad is the best. I got 2 kids that I know of. That's pretty funny. Those toe hook pedals helped me learn bunny hops. Nice. Any questions in here? What about Four Seasons and why the sad face associated with it? What does that mean? BMX Rad Dad, elaborate. What does that mean? Side note, your shirt is getting in today. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Heard the Olympics is going to do a freestyle mini ramp for the park and Osato's going to show up for Canada. Haha. That's awesome. Why do I have so many text messages? Oh, breaking news. 4 seasons might be done. Holy crap. I don't know what to make of this, but this was just sent to me. Architecture firm offers vision for prominent riverside building it put up for sale. Interesting. Currently houses an indoor skate park. Apparently you have to subscribe to see any of it. What's the preview?
Shortly. For only $4, you can listen to the full article.
That's not a preview. That's an ad. Anyways, that is a bummer. Let's see what Four Seasons Instagram has to say, or if there's anything on there. That is such a bummer. What's your favorite color? Lime green, baby. Read comment above it. Hux. Message you about Four Seasons. Oh, there we go. Oh, let's see. Any pickleball news? No pickleball news. Four Seasons. That would be a huge bummer for everyone there. Is there anything posted? Lock-in tomorrow. Story with skateboard. No. Nothing yet. That is a bummer, though. Hopefully it doesn't happen. But, well, no. Love when breaking news is behind a paywall, right? Like, how are they going to do that? I mean, I get it. What camera do I film with? Well, which one? Should we talk about the 0.5, the 1X, or the 3X? I use my phone for 90% of what I post on YouTube. The only stuff, actually it's more than 90. The only stuff that I don't use my phone for, I'm also using my phone for, is like the product related stuff. So if I'm doing an unboxing, my phone is the top-down camera, and then my camera is the camera. If I'm doing like working on my bike, I'll use my camera just so that I have a dedicated camera. I don't have to I can just grab it, the tripod, and move it around. I don't have to set my phone up to film anything. But with the new iPhone coming out in September, if the quality jump is good enough, I might just stop using my camera. I don't know. We'll see. I like it. I like using it, but it is getting old at this point. It's definitely over 10 years, I think. Let's see. Donate the Olympics Park course to Four Seasons. Well, it's the building that might be the problem, right? Hard to say. Travis said he follows them. They haven't said anything. The cult media has New Balance shoes. Are they good? Are they any good? Anybody have any more topics or conversation points? What's a good gyro to buy that's not a fortune? Well, you see. Oh, wait, no, they're sold out. The Lip Lords gyros are sold out unless they have more in already. Honestly, most gyros are pretty similar. I just wouldn't buy the steel one. It kind of sucks. Mainly because it's heavy. Let's see. Pretty sure the gyro was sold out though. Yep. Lip Lord gyro is sold out. But I don't know. I think you could get whatever. So I just got a text. Hopefully this shows up. Albany, New York, BMX Street Jam, July 21st. Meet at the Albany Skate Park at noon. There you go. If you guys are in the area for that, that's Sunday, July 21st. Meet at the Albany Skate Park at noon in New York. Anyone played the new Elden Ring DLC? Can't say I have. Anyways, topics, questions, concerns, let me know in the chat if we have anything else we should talk about. Oh, camera gyro. I'm not gonna lie. Phones are so good these days with stabilization that you don't even need a gimbal. You don't need it at all unless you're using a dedicated camera that doesn't have stabilization built in, then maybe. But like the GoPro stabilization is so good. Phone stabilization is to the point where you can just run with your phone, and as long as you're somewhat competent and can just hold it decent, it will stay. Who's got the winning brand bike at the Olympics? Well, there's going to be a few lairds there, I'm sure. Marcus has his DK. Not Daniel Sandoval. He's not going. Justin Dowell has a Hyper. Logan Martin has a... Is Logan Martin Hyper or Total? He's Hyper. Logan Martin Hyper BMX. Yep. Logan's riding a Hyper. Who else is there? Nikita will be on a Mongoose. Hannah Roberts will be on a Hyper. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's either going to be a Hyper or a DK. Because, man, if Marcus Christopher, if he pulls it together and lands his run, it's going to be tough to beat. Laird building Olympic frames. What a time to be alive, right? The cult media says New Balance shoes are super soft on your ankles for landing. That's good. The new DJI/GoPro action cams in like a month. Oh, that's cool. GoPro Hero, is it 13 that's coming out? Yeah, new GoPro 13 coming out soon. Interesting. That'll be cool to see. I don't use a GoPro very often, but I think if I do, I need to get a new one because I'm on the Hero 7 and it is horrible. When using the battery, it freezes up and is just... Quality's decent, but it's just bad. Doesn't work the best. I think the new ones have much better handle on the overheating. Yeah, new DJI just bought the Action 4. It's unfortunate when it works out that way, isn't it? That's why I always tell people if you're going to buy an iPhone, and it's anywhere close to September, just don't. Because if you can hold off for a couple months, then you could either get the newest one and be at the newest level, or buy the one you were about to buy anyways for less money. R. Taylor, late but here. Well, thanks for being here. I've been using my GoPro more and more. I forgot how sick it is. Yeah, they're cool. I've been seeing a lot of YouTube people using the DJI camera that has got a built-in gimbal. What is this thing? The Osmo Pocket. I've been seeing a lot of people using these on YouTube, and the quality seems to be pretty good, and it's going to be stable that way. It seems like they're decent enough. Face and object tracking, fast focusing, mic included for clear sound. $670. What if... So, DJI Osmo. That's a gimbal, $140. Looks like the Pocket 3 is the one currently. Pocket 2 is there. So maybe they'll come out with the Pocket 4. But it seems really cool when you see people using them. The Action 5, the GoPro got good color around the Hero 10. No longer looks like a GoPro footage. Yeah, it makes sense. I'm gonna grab a 360 camera soon so I can set it up and get the kids whole dirt track when I'm here. That makes sense. How much do you think brands benefits from athletes riding their frames/parts in the Olympics, considering the sponsorship blackout enforced on them? So the thing about it is like, how much are they going to benefit even if there wasn't a blackout with sponsorship? Like, the people who are mainly watching the Olympics outside of BMX, are they going to just go and buy a bike from one of the riders with no reason? Or like, what would the reason be? It makes me wonder. Where was I at? We'll leave this up. They get to brag to the other 360 days a year when they're done at the Olympics, get that space age group. I don't know. It's an interesting thought experiment if they would benefit or not, because you would think people watching the Olympics who ride might be more inclined to buy something. Like, if Marcus Christopher does really well, I think that's going to help people want to buy DK frames, especially people in Ohio. I've been seeing more and more people in Ohio riding DKs. That might lessen a little bit now that Nick Bruce is riding for Huffy and not DK, but it's interesting to think about that. I don't know how you could measure it either, but I would think Hyper having several different riders there would probably have an impact as well. Hard to say, and it'll be pretty much impossible to measure unless we just happen to notice more people riding certain frames. New Empire video from the Hawk's Nest coming soon. Shh. Okay. Who's Nick Bruce? I don't know. Apparently, I just got a DM about a video. Let's see. Oh, Sean David Walters Double or Nothing DVDs available now. And you know what I just remembered? We totally forgot to do this. I'm glad there's still almost 40 people here for it. We didn't go and look at the More BMX hashtag. What the heck is wrong with me? I didn't even use it on my last post. What a goon. More BMX. So, is there anything fresh? Oh, we got some sponsor news. Fictive is welcoming Daniela Moran to the Fictive family. That's a really nice graphic. Really nice Photoshop work there. that's pretty cool and awesome that they used the More BMX hashtag. Love seeing that. Shout out to Jaywalkers and Woodard Designs too. Jeff Mead posting some clips, Flashback Friday clips, 2 hours ago. Cap Foop on the sub. That setup was made for Jeff Mead. What else do we have here? Rex BMX is in the chat showing his son, I believe, clearing a jump. Listen to the stoke here. Let me play it again.
There you go. That's looking better. Yeah, you did it. Dude, you cleared it.
The stoke is real. Love seeing that. Let's see. Mark Fitzura. I am here on a live chat, but I don't know what I missed, but just want to check in. Thanks for tuning in. 46 people. Hell yeah. You guys are here for the More BMX hashtag. Look, we got another one. Great session at Apple Creek. I probably already showed this one, but these are the trails where the jam is tomorrow. So that's the uphill line. That's me. Riding main here. This is the main line. This is downhill, POV of the downhill line. We're doing a high jump on that jump tomorrow. This is uphill. This is our small line, which is so much fun, so trickable. JR, come ride these jumps. Everyone, come ride these jumps tomorrow. I think that might be the end of the video. There's another POV on downhill. Anything else that hasn't been looked at yet? I hate how everything is out of order. If we could just see it and we just have the top posts. So like, I know the Karinskis made a post today with it, but it's not there. S&M Factory Friday about the chrome was great. In the US, process different from the Asian process that's become banned over the last few years because of the chemicals. Oh, it's a question. Is the US process different? Yes. Chrome is only getting more and more expensive and harder to do because of environmental regulations. It's a bummer to see it, but that is just the reality. And it's only going to get more and more difficult because, is this the post? There it is. They used More BMX, flipping onto the step up and then 180 and going back down. But it's only going to get more and more difficult for Chrome to even be done. And it's going to suck when there comes a day where you can't even do Chrome in the US at all. It would really suck to see that, but it's probably coming, and that's why Chrome is just getting more and more expensive. What's up, Ox 1971? No. Chrome is way more durable. It might be, but it is very bad for the environment. So we're just going to probably see it less and less in BMX, and it's going to only get more and more expensive unless some type of process for it is improved in a way that can be done here in the US or just in general without being as horrible for the environment. We'll see though. With that being said, everybody, it's been an hour and the chat is slowing down. I'm putting my investments in Chrome R32 forks. That's funny. There's 45 people in the chat. I appreciate all of you for tuning in. Come to the Trail Jam at Apple Creek Trails tomorrow. Everyone's invited. If you need directions, message me on Instagram. I will get them to you, and hopefully we see all of you there because it's going to be an amazing day. The jumps are perfect. The weather's going to be perfect. Be there or be at a different BMX Day event. Can't wait, and have a good day, everyone. Also, thanks to everyone for the support. The Karinsky family for the 10 gifted. Adam Ortiz for donating a gifted as well. and everybody who's a member in the chat. I appreciate all of you directly supporting my channel because it helps me be able to do stuff like this on Fridays instead of having to be at work and not being able to do this. So yeah, have a good day.